Finals. Head coach Don Chamberlain, student athletes Molly Reardon and Matt Dinopoulos. Coach, if you could just start with an opening comment about the game, and then we'll have a few questions.
Yeah, I mean, I thought as we anticipated going in, it was going to be a hard-fought battle. I mean, we had a great game earlier in the season, and we knew it was going to be a tight game, and the stats showed it. I think, it was well fought, and it just we came out on the wrong end again. So it's unfortunate, but two great teams battling it out.
Yesterday you played a game that went into overtime and took a little longer. You played the second game. Any thought that maybe a little fatigue? Was that the pressure of yesterday and the fatigue of yesterday maybe a little bit of a factor today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had a really great first half and pounded them, and we dropped off a little bit in the second half. So that's always something that could have been a factor in there. That their shot was a great shot on goal. You weren't going to get that, so. And it was just unfortunate at the end. Their goalie made a great shot on that last one with no time left. So, it could have been tied up and going into overtime again. So, it's always a battle between the two teams, and, both of them just have had outstanding seasons year after year. And, it just unfortunate it wasn't our year.
For either players, what was your thought when you get the corner call at the end in a one-goal game? Just kind of walk us through that, what your mindset was.
I think initially, when there's like 20-something seconds left, we were all very excited that we had an opportunity to score and that it could have tied up the game and took us into overtime. So I think my initial thoughts was just excitement and that we were ready to do the corner.
So, played a close game yesterday. You've had some close games this year. I got to imagine, you guys gave the goal in the third quarter. Probably didn't rattle you guys too much, felt comfortable and felt good that you guys could get the equalizer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, at that point, we had 15 minutes left to get one, or our season was over. So I think in that moment, it wasn't hard to find that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth year, a senior, you guys have been through a lot of big games in your career, regular season. You play a great schedule, and then obviously into the NCAA tournament. What's the message to your teammates as the clock's ticking down and you're trailing by one, but it only takes one to get back? So what's your message there as leaders of the team as well?
I feel like we like to keep the mindset that it's never over until it's over. And the team all together, we're really good at picking each other up and lifting each other up, even after a goal, after anything. So I really feel like we always are like, it's never over until it's over.
Coach, as you look back on this season, obviously you've had some great teams during your time. What will you remember about this group?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have great leadership, and two of them are right here. We had a very young team this year. 3 seniors starting for us, so we really relied on their leadership. We had a lot of freshmen starting. We have 12 new players on the team this year, so I think that they, as captains, these two here really did a great job of molding this team and getting them that championship mindset, and just bringing them along game after game. Even when we dropped a few early, they were able to get them back on track and going in the right direction. So they'll be leaving. There's always good players that are come behind them, but you don't always have good players that are such great leaders. And these guys just did a super job the last couple of years, just really getting this team where they need it to be. Just by their competitiveness and then their leadership on and off the field. So for that, I'm always going to be grateful for what they've done in that sense. And hopefully we'll have some of the youngins who can pick it up and have learned from them and can move forward.
For either of the student athletes or both, great careers. And I know it's difficult in the moment, but just summarize your experience of being a part of a great program, one of the historical programs in Division III field hockey, and playing for one of the great coaches in the sports history.
I think for me, SUFA, as we call it, it's all centered around family. So I was able to make some of my best friends through the program, and I was always supported by everyone on and off the field. Like, we really are best friends on and off the field. And I do think that is what makes us such a great team on the field as well. And our team is so young, and they have so much potential. They are going to be great. So I think that's exciting to be able to leave behind knowing that they want to win so badly and they're going to.
Yeah, I agree with Maul. I think you always think you're going to remember specific plays, but I'm going to remember the girls more than anything and the way everyone on the team has made me feel. And it is a family. And I think that's one of the hardest parts about losing this